The next thing to do is create poses in the negative keyframes that we move all of our clusters around in and map those using expressions to another slider. So go into Setup, and let's create another slider object in the scene. We'll just call this one Face Slider, parent that to our character null. And let's call these A, E, Oo, F, Sneer, Smile, Blink, Sad, underscore mad, puff, curl upper, curl lower, and squint. The middle mouse button will turn off the static channels. Right mouse will make them visible inside the scene and set their values all to 0 using the tab key. Now there's a minimum and maximum on this slider. Activate the minimum and maximum and set the minimum to -1 so we can get some free poses by running our positions into the negative. Now we have 12 sliders here, so we're going to have 12 poses that we need the face to be in. So open up PM_head, and let's go into animate, and underneath the clusters, pick the clusters null and set the dope master to descendant. So if we set a keyframe on the dope master for the clusters, it will set a keyframe for everything underneath it but nothing else. Let's move the frames here. Grab the blue in and out so we can scrub into the negative keyframe. So let's create 12 neutral frames from the current position using the enter key and just keep going through. You can also use the arrow keys to move left and right on the timeline. So now we have 12 neutral keyframes, and let's start setting the poses on these. Let's grab our face slider, which we should probably rename to something else, like control face. Hit the tack icon on the slider so we can see them as we're moving other objects around, and just walk down the list here. A will be -1, E -2, Oo -3, etc. So move to frame -1, and that's A. So let's grab the jaw and pitch the jaw down. There's our A frame. Our frame -2 is E. E uses the corner lip left and right. So control select both of those, turn on the multi-edit so that they both animate at the same time. Just pull those back. Turn off multi-edit. Let's move them out on X. So there's E. Frame -3 is Oo. Uses the same thing. So let's move these forward with multi-edit along the Z-axis. And then turn off multi-edit. Pick the X-axis and just push these in. So there's Oo. Go to frame -4. -4 is the F sound. F uses the jaw, so move the jaw, translate it on Z, and pitch it up so that the jaw goes underneath the upper teeth. If we had them in the scene, that's where they would go. Move on to the next frame, -5, which is sneer. So grab the upper lip, translate it up on Y. The same thing to the lower lip, but just slightly. Frame -6, smile. Smile uses the corners, so corner lip left and lip right. Turn on multi-edit, move them up on Y. I'm going to turn that off. And grab the bank here, and we'll just bank these so that we get a better curl on this smile. Go to frame -7, which is the blink. So let's pick our upper eyelid, left and right, and pitch those down. Make sure to use multi-edit. And it looks like only one is moving down, so we need to check to see what the other one is. First thing we need to look at is the face sliders and see if we have anything that is not on +1. And we have the upper and lower eyelid left side that need to get turned on. There we go. Now those work. Now we've created keyframes accidentally on there in frame -7. So we need to reset all of these. Go into Setup. Make sure to delete this keyframe first. It's the currently active one. You can pick it, right click, delete. There you go. So go to frame 0 in Setup. Set these all to +1. So now when we go into Animate and reset a keyframe, they'll turn on. Now back to where we were doing. upper eyelid right and left on frame 7. Let's go to frame 7. We'll pitch these down. And I'm going to turn on underneath our head to smoothen edges. And make sure that our eyelid left and right are set to none. So head is at smoothen edges. That way we can see better what's going to happen here. So upper eyelid, we're going to right click and bank and pitch these. There we go. That will close them. Same thing on the left side. So the upper eyelid left, right click, that will move them in the local mode. Bank and pitch. To move those in. Okay, frame -8 is sad, mad. That's the eyebrows. So frame -8. Let's go to the eyebrow right and left. Let's bank both of these. Just bank one to the sad position, and the other one will just invert the value on under the rotate. So eyebrow left, change that to -46. And when we scrub them, oh, that's mad. So let's rotate that. Turn off multi-edit and invert the values here. So this one is +44. Scrub that. That should update. And the right one is -44 degrees. Let's move them up on Y. Maybe forward on Z. There. It's frame -8. Let's take a look at the next one. Puff, which is using our cheeks. Zoom out with the wheel mouse. Frame -8, frame -9. So grab our cheek right and left. We're just going to scale these and make sure to turn on multi-edit. So that's puffing. Turn multi-edit off. Switch back to a translate mode here and move them out on X. -10 is going to be what? Curl upper, which uses the upper lip. Let's grab the upper lip and pitch that up. Let's move it up on Y. Frame -11 is to curl lower lip. So grab the lower lip. I'll pitch that one down. And then squint uses the cheeks on frame -12. So we grab our cheek right and left, turn on multi-edit. Let's move these up. And then grab the lower eyelid, right and left, with multi-edit, and pitch those up. Let's move those up on Y as well. So there's squint. So we have all of the poses now that's going to make this character talk. Let's go to File and save this scene. It's AfterTransformMorphsCh9.